Welcome on in to ESPN FC Extras. You can tell it's the end of the show. Look at these papers everywhere. But there is one bit of paper we still haven't touched on. That's questions that came in during the programme for you boys. You ready for it?
Yep.
What did Man United have to do to play like they did last season?
Bring back Sir Alex Ferguson.
Perfect.
Some would say, or I would certainly suggest, that they're not playing that much poorly, shall we say, than they were last season. They were just getting results. They were getting the rub of the green. And that was why they got points.
OK, let's move on to the next question. After Everton's impressive week of results, where do you think they'll finish in the top 4 this year? Where do you think they'll finish in the top 4?
This year?
It does say that, yeah.
Well, if it's this year, that means before Christmas.
No, it doesn't. You know what he means, this season.
All right,
Don't be pedantic.
Pardon? I think it's going to be tough for them to finish in the top 4. They do have a small squad, as well as they're playing. If they get some injuries, then they will struggle.
I think if Everton finish in European places, that would be a fantastic season for them, particularly with a new manager coming in. They're playing very well now, admittedly, but as Steve points out, and rightly so, small squads tend to cost you later on in seasons.
Final question. Is Luis Suarez the best player in the Barclays Premier League? And does he have the potential to be LFC's greatest? Wow.
I'm not touching that. I'm not even touching that.
If you're giving carte blanche to pick anybody in your team in the Premier League, I would suggest right at this minute, he's the first name on your team sheet, so I guess that's a yes. As far as being Liverpool's greatest, last season he was sensational. This year so far he has been. But to replace people like Kenny Dalglish, for example, who was sensational for 10 years, that takes a lot of doing, so he's still got a little bit to go yet.
I think you're Liverpool's greatest, Steve.
Blushing. I'm a blush. Can you tell I'm blushing? I'm a blush.
More ESPN FC with you on a Monday. Please join us at 5:30 on ESPN2. We'll be looking back at more Barclays and Premier League action, plus, of course, looking ahead to the final round of matches in the UEFA Champions League.